Mm, 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 mm. There are stories that make you pause. There are stories that make your heart break. And then there are stories that make you sit down and ask yourself, what's really happening to humanity? Today's story is not just tragic, it is chilling. A 6-year-old girl drowned at a wedding. By who? Our own auntie. And when police asked this woman why she did it, do you know what she said? She said she looked prettier than me. Let that one sink in. This one is not Nollywood. This one is not a movie. It's not Bollywood. This happened real life, inside a family home, during a celebration. People, welcome back to Stand in Your Power. My name is Femi, and today we are breaking down this heartbreaking case. The crime, the confession, the pattern, and the deep lessons about jealousy, beauty, and the silent dangers that are inside some families. Let's get right into it. Today, I'm taking you all to India, somewhere in India. Um, so on December 1st, a family gathered in Panipat, northern India, for a wedding celebration. 6-year-old Vidhi arrived with her parents, her baby brother, and her grandparents. They were all happy. That child was innocent, excited to dress up and enjoy the day. But in the middle of the celebration, Vidhi suddenly went missing. Her father got a phone call. Vidhi is nowhere to be found. Panic set in. Family members began searching everywhere. Where is Vidhi? Where is Vidhi? For 1 hour, they combed through every nook and cranny of the house until her grandmother, Omwanti, opened the door of a very small storeroom. And there, the grandmother found little Vidhi lifeless, her head submerged in a plastic tub of water. They rushed her to the hospital, but she was already gone. Gone on arrival. A beautiful child, full of life a few hours ago, but was wiped out. Then, police began their investigations, and very quickly, suspicion fell on one woman, Poonam. Poonam is Vidhi's paternal auntie. After questioning, Poonam reportedly confessed. She admitted that she drowned the little child. Not by accident, not in a moment of rage, people, but because I didn't want anyone to look prettier than me. Can you imagine that? That was what she told the investigators. She told the investigators she was irritated by beautiful girls, that she felt overshadowed. She felt outshined. She felt threatened by a 6-year-old child. I found that, I don't know. Imagine that level of twisted jealousy it takes to see a child, a baby, as your competition. It's absurd. Police further went on to say that she followed the girl upstairs. She started a conversation to gain the girl's truth or trust. Okay. She led her to the plastic tub outside of the storeroom. She forced the child's head underwater, bottled the door, locked the door, bolted the door from outside, and walked back to the wedding as if nothing happened. Now, this wasn't a mistake. This wasn't a sudden snap. This was a deliberate action. The story doesn't end there. It gets worse. Oh, it really does get worse. So they continued to interrogate this woman. And during interrogation, she confessed to more crimes. Not just one crime, not two. She had ended 3 more children. According to the investigators, she drowned her 9-year-old niece in 2023. She drowned her own 3-year-old son just to avoid suspicion. And in August 2025, she allegedly ended another young girl because the young girl looked prettier than her. Now, the family had always believed that these were accidents, but now, police have gone ahead to reopen all those other cases. This means 4 children, people, 4 children from the same extended family may have been ended by one woman. Nobody suspected this woman, not because they were careless, no, but because most families cannot imagine that harm would come from inside of their own home. Now, let's talk about the dangers that we don't talk about. Let's take a pause and talk. This case is not just about one woman. This case exposes deeper issues. Okay? It exposes deeper issues that many cultures, including ours, refuse to face. The toxic obsession with beauty. From childhood, girls are compared. Oh, who is fairer? Who is prettier? Who looks better in that dress, right? Who looks prettier? We reduce children to ornaments instead of human beings. And in some unstable minds, that competition becomes deadly. People, I want to let you know that jealousy towards children is real. Okay? We talk about jealousy amongst peers, jealousy amongst colleagues, jealousy, in different spheres. But this one, with jealousy towards children, it gives me goose pimples. I was shocked. I was like, what? People don't like to admit this. They don't like to admit that some adults actually genuinely envy children, especially women. They envy their youth. They envy their beauty. They envy the attention that these younger children or younger girls receive. They envy the affection that they get from family. Some people even take it one step further to envy what children represent. And when envy is mixed with mental instability, you have a silent danger inside your home. And this thing we are talking about today is something that a lot of families ignore. They ignore the patterns because the truth is too painful. The truth is too painful. This woman's alleged action it didn't happen overnight. It happened over the years. But family blamed fate. They blamed coincidence. They blamed accidents. Because it's easier to believe, lightning struck twice than to believe that one of your own would harm your children. The truth is, vigilance is not wickedness. And discernment is not paranoia. Once your mind is telling you something, believe it. And protecting your children at all costs from some crazy people is not disrespect. I don't care who those people are. Let them be your mother. Let them be your father. Let them be your cousins. Let them be your brother, your sister. Protecting your child is not disrespect. Yes. And I said it with my full chest. This story is tragic. But if we don't draw lessons from it, then those children would have, gone for nothing. Not everyone in the family is safe for your child. Titles that people carry, they don't guarantee character. Oh, that is your uncle. That is your auntie. That is your cousin. All of these are just labels. Watch behavior, not labels. I repeat, watch behavior, not label. What other lesson can we learn from this? Jealousy is not, or let me put it, jealousy is one of the most dangerous human emotions. Okay? Jealousy is harmful. It is not cute, and it is not normal. When jealousy starts to look like bitterness, starts to look like competition, when jealousy starts to look like obsession, when it begins to look like resentment towards children, it is a red flag, and a very big one at that. Okay? Do you know that your own brother could resent your son? Your own sister could resent your children. Even your own parent could resent your children. Let's take, for example, you're spending so much money on your kids because they mean the world to you. You are ready to invest everything that you have on your children. And then you come from a community where your parents see that, or your family, like in most African families, your parents see you as, sometimes, my child will send me money. In some families, they see it as your responsibility. So now if they perceive that you're spending so much money on your children and you're not spending as much on them, they begin to resent your children. I have experienced it firsthand. And that's why when it comes to family, I don't play. When it comes to my kids, I don't play. I don't play. I repeat, I don't play. And you shouldn't play either. Protect your children at all costs. I don't care if you've known your brothers, your sisters, your cousins, your aunties, if you've known them all your life. You see your children, you owe them the protection, maximum protection. In some families, extended relatives go as far as doing voodoo on your children. Where I come from, they call it jazz. They do black magic on your children. So not only should you protect them, not only should you protect them physically, you need to protect your children spiritually. Pray over them, speak good words over them, and set your boundaries, both physical, financial, emotional, psychological. Set your boundaries when it comes to your kids. Very important. I wish this family, they had rules that I don't care who the person is, you don't go anywhere from my sight. When we are in a family occasion, you sit right next to me. If anybody says you should come, tell them, no, I'm sitting with my mama. That is what it's coming to. The other lesson I learned here is if something feels off, investigate it. If something feels off, please investigate it. Don't say, no, I'm just paranoid. No. When adults continuously show hostility towards your child, do not ignore it. And never, ever leave your child with that kind of adult. When accidents keep happening, don't normalize it. When an adult keeps saying some funny things to your child, don't normalize it. When your spirit is uncomfortable around somebody, listen. Why am I saying listen? Because intuition saves lives. Another lesson I learned from this is that mental instability plus envy and lack of accountability can be very deadly. This story shows us that when a disturbed mind, an unchecked ego, and a toxic view of beauty come together, that's a very dangerous combination. When this happens, children pay the price. Not only children. That combination is bad. A disturbed mind, an unchecked ego. Woo, it's crazy. 4 innocent children will never grow up. 4 innocent children will never return home. Their parents will carry this pain forever. We cannot bring them back, but we can honor them by learning the truth. Danger does not only come from the outside. You tell your children, don't talk to strangers. Sometimes it sits at the family table. And beauty? Beauty should never be a competition, especially with a child. We must create homes where children are protected, not envied. We must create homes where children are nurtured, not resented, loved and not compared. Let the passing of these children wake us all up. With all that being said, my people, tell me, have you seen situations where jealousy inside the family becomes dangerous? Do you believe that families ignore red flags just because of the shame? Let's talk about it in the comment section. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you found this video insightful, please, please, please like this video. Subscribe to the channel. Ejo. Subscribe to the channel. Share this message. Please do share this message, because you never know, you might just save a child. And continue to stand in your power. My name is Femi. Please stay safe, stay wise, protect your peace, and protect your children. I love you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Bye.